This is Mongolian Mindset, and today we're going to be responding to one of our subscribers, Kevin Elazord. Why is there no alpha male strategy typing yet? Yeah, man, I've seen you wanted AMS type. Yeah, AMS is a little controversial at times. You know, he'd be saying fuck a bitch and toss him to the side, okay? So, but Personality Database, our sworn enemy, has AMS as an ESTJ with 30 votes. I'm going to cut him some slack with that. But we'll see. You guys know we use Linda Barrens metrics. If you want to pick up these books from Linda Barrens, I highly recommend the red and the green one, Temperament Interaction Styles. That's primarily what we use in cognitive functions to narrow it down. You guys know we have the chart here. So for instance, they have AMS as a ESTJ. That's going to be in the Guardian class, and they are direct, affiliative, initiating, outcome, systematic, okay? TEFISINE, okay? In concrete thinking. But yeah. So we're going to see what he really is. I'm going to tell you straight up, the man is talking about fucking bitches and toss them to the side. That's pragmatic. Just want to say that. But let's get into this. And, some people will be like, you ain't about what you talk about. So at the end of the video, if you stay tuned, I might play a clip of what Christian posted from our old YouTube of me out. It's like a little compilation of me being out and stuff, but I'll play it for you guys just to show you that you actually follow somebody who knows what he's talking about and does what he says.
I want to let you guys know that the summer collection.
So let's get into this. 50% of our viewers are not subscribed, so if you could please subscribe. We're still hosting the free typing session, so all you have to do is join our Facebook group and message Cody with your availability, and we'll get you typed.
Of the standard is officially out. You guys can get one of our brand new Blaming the Man, and I told you the business are probably one successful with women. Out.
When is this shit gonna start? Hafiz, I ain't trying to hear you, bro.
In together, help each other. And the black.
Okay, let's go back. Okay, where's it start at? I really hate Hafiz.
Who showed me a better way. So, without further ado, we gotta welcome back to the show the one and only AMS. My guy.
What's up, brother?
My guy.
I appreciate that, man. I damn feel like giving myself a standing ovation. Damn, boy.
AMS, man. I tell people that about you everywhere I go.
I appreciate it, man.
And
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I mean it.
I appreciate it. But you periodically, at least 3 times a year, Hafiz will just hit me up. Thank you, man. Thank you for what? Just thank you for thank you. Thank you. I'm not kidding, guys. Out the Blue King. I thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. I'm like, damn, that's random, but I appreciate it, guys. So what he just said about on camera, he shows appreciation off camera.
100%, man, because to me, AMS, like I said, I've been watching you for years. Mm-hmm. People see the provider, and that's all AMS. I'm like, bro, I wish you guys knew the way I knew AMS.
Right.
Because so many people, AMS, when they become successful in life, it's all about me and nobody else.
Right.
I've met almost everybody I've ever wanted to meet in my life. Mm-hmm. I have never met somebody as successful as you who goes out of your way to help people. Mm-hmm. It's one thing if I call you and say, yo, AMS, give me some free game. Can you help me out? You go out of your way. You call me and give me free game.
We as black men, we got to start helping each other.
Okay, that's a T-I-F-E. We got to start helping each other. Okay? T-I-F-I. That's F-E. We got to start helping each other.
I was up there training, and most of my clients in New York who I was training were Jewish. And I remember just talking to one of my Jewish clients, I said, I wish our community could be like how y'all community is. How y'all help each other. Y'all pull in together, help each other. And the black community, how we...
Oh, it's more F-E. Okay.
We feel like if you eat, I can't eat. Okay, scarcity.
Yeah. Okay, so he's talking about what people get out of a situation there. So he's more people focused there, so there's gonna be motive into the motive. If you get some, then I don't eat.
If you get on, you're gonna take money out of my pocket.
See that he's talking about the money going out of pocket, so it's more on the interest, motive slide.
Well, you came on, Kevin came on, Steph came on, my money ain't changed.
You see that? Y'all came on, my money ain't changed. So he's coming out motive or interest, whatever you want to call it. Not systematic. That's essentially what it is. Not systematic.
Other guys
People are either systematic or motive/interest.
has not taken from me. Other guys coming up it's enough inexperienced guys in the Menace field, young guys who don't understand female nature, that all of us can
don't understand. That's TI.
Yeah. And so this whole notion that if I put another brother on or I help another brother out, then my money is going to be, and I hate that about the black community. I tell you a story when I was like 21 in Alabama, and I remember talking to this guy I grew up with. He had just got a job working for the city, right? And I remember asking him, hey, maybe you put a word in for me. And he gonna look at the other guy talking something, she might take my job. And this is the notion that this the
another interest person.
This that goes on in the black community is that if I feel like if you come up, if you eat, then you're gonna take food out of my pocket. Then that's so me.
So it's like motive, interest based. So yeah, you're looking like a TI, FE, and motive. TI, FE, and motive. That would be interesting.
Always have hated that about black community, and I don't want to be that. Yeah. I've always tried to help any guy I've seen.
I've always tried to help anybody I've seen not to FE again.
Come up in the middle, I tried to help them, particularly my own kind.
I love it, man. Man, we about to go for a long time. I'm excited, man. There's just so many areas I want to talk to you
about. I told my girl last night I can go all night, baby.
I love this. Hey, I don't know what way you're telling her that. I don't know which way you're telling her that.
Oh, yeah, you got to be careful. You're right. Somebody cut it and make it into something else. Oh, man. We got this.
AMS, man. First and foremost, you've been killing us on the gram, my guy.
Yeah.
The suit's fire. I love it, man. I love the swagger. I love the grown man vibes. And to me, what I love about you is the growth.
Well, we got to contribute that to the Godfather. The Godfather pounded this in our head for years. I said, goddamn, about damn suit. Goddamn, man. And man, I've told guys this. Guys have been hitting me up for consultations. And I said, man, listen here, I'm gonna tell you this, and I hope you take it to heart. And since I improved my fashion, and understand this is coming from a guy,
oh my God,
so you can attest to this too.
I know it.
Listen to me, guys, when I tell you this. Since I've improved my fashion, rest in peace to the Godfather, man, the reaction I get from women, usually the first...
The reaction, that's SENI. The reaction I get from women.
Thing they say to me when I show up on a date, wow, you look nice.
Yeah.
Every time.
Okay.
And I'm like...
Okay, so AMS is coming out very direct, okay? So direct, TIFE, motive/interest, and SENI. It's going to be looking like he's going to be an STP.
It is amazing that Kevin put this in our head, and I'm just like, I appreciate him on it. I told him before he passed away that, man, this fashion stuff you put us on, these suits, this coming from, looking at a guy, if you go to my gram, you see I got designer shirts on. And it's amazing what a suit that don't even cost the price of that designer stuff. And I said, so I asked one of my chicks, I said, what do you think it is? And she said, it just looks more mature. That's what she told me. It looks more manly, it looks more mature. And so shout out to the Godfather, rest in peace to the Godfather. Definitely had an impact on my life with the fashion and stuff.
So he had an impact, that's on my life.
Stuff like that. So I just wanted to give him that tribute, brother.
Man, that's all, rest in power, Kevin. I've been trying to tell men this all the time. I got introduced to suits when I went on tour with Stefan Speaks a couple of years ago. And what men don't understand is that for women, their value is exterior. The body, the looks, all that stuff. For men, most of the time you have to build the value.
Right.
And a lot of times, if you don't have that status, nobody can see it.
Right.
If you a billionaire, there's not a billion on your forehead.
Right.
So one of the biggest things that communicates value, prestige, and maturity is a suit.
Right.
I said the suit is like a man's super suit, right?
Right.
So you can literally pull up.
Right.
And Kevin talked about it all the time.
All the time.
Suit Saturday.
Right.
And I told guys all the time, say, yo, if you don't believe me, go out one Saturday.
Right.
And without a suit. Wherever you want to, Gucci, whatever you want. Without a suit. Put on a suit the next Saturday. Tell me the difference.
You'll see the difference, brother.
And so when I told dudes now, we're selling suits with the stand, I'm like, bro, I know it works.
Right.
It's not even a question.
Right.
these are things that are going to improve your lives. And I love how you start off with the videos, we all black tees.
Right.
And now, look at you still got the black tees.
Yeah, you got the black
tees. You know what I mean? You got the fire with it. So that's a part about AMS.
Okay, so AMS is really coming off responding. Okay, look at how he's going on a little rant. How he seems to be coming off direct.
I love the most is that he's leading by example and showing us men how to grow.
We and I'm gonna speak on the black community because that's what I can speak to. I can't speak to other communities.
I'm speaking to my experience.
We got to get out the mind that a suit is corny, that you're nerdy. We've been brainwashed. The bad boy, the bad boy, the bad boy, the bad boy. How the bad boy? Everybody wants to be the bad boy, bad boy, bad boy. That's how. And the suit is corny. Oh, look at that lame brother. We got to get our head out of that space where we think that a man who dresses up in a suit, or he's trying too hard, or he thinks he's better than everybody. We got to get out of that mentality. And as you heard Kevin talk about that, and the thing what guys got to understand about suit, man, you feel better. Man, I feel like I put a cape on. I put him up. Now you know we're gonna get some backlash talking about the suit. You know it's gonna come.
You. Effie. It's going through a you rant.
Educated putting on a suit don't make you da. Okay, that's fine. You do what you want to do.
He's going on the you rant. You do this, you do that. Effie.
And we see the results to what we seen. Listen, guys, I wouldn't speak on it if I didn't see what it did. I tried it.
I got to see tangible, concrete evidence that it works. Okay.
So you can take from it what you want to. Now, don't you goddamn it go all you hit Men's Warehouse up today. My brother selling suits. Yeah. Y'all hit the standard up. Oh, they on Men's Warehouse right now.
They said they on Men's Warehouse right now. That's gonna be motive again. Okay, yeah, the motive there. Y'all go to my boy house. Win-win situation.
But listen, it's also interesting, AMS. With suits, people also don't realize the value of a quality suit versus the value of a cheap suit.
Yes.
There's nobody, especially in the black community, who says, you know what, I'm gonna go and get some Skechers because they're on sale.
Right.
They want the what's the shoes that everybody wearing nowadays? The Balenciaga.
Right.
They want the designer shoes. They want the best quality shoes. But for some reason, people want to get an H&M suit.
Right.
They want to get, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yo, put quality on yourself.
Right, exactly.
Effie seems to come off with direct SENI as well.
Something I feel like there's a disconnect in the community as well. It's like, yo, you would never go to Payless and say, I'm gonna get a discount shoe to put on my feet. But why are you getting discounted suits?
Well, guys need to understand that when it comes
guys need to understand this TFI again. Okay, so we're already done with that part. AMS is direct and is a TIFE user. The only direct TIFE users is the STPs and the NFJs, okay? So you got ESTP, ENFJ, ISTP, and INFJ, okay? We know that, all for real, okay? So let's go to the chart, make sure you guys are following me. So we either between ESTP, which is the artisan, ISTP, which is artisan, or the idealist, INFJ, ENFJ. So let's get back to it. Yeah. So he's one of those two because he's direct and he's TIFE user.
The material matters. It ain't just a matter of a suit. The material matters, and it's different than why guys on cheap suits. Why? Know why? Because I have nothing on here. There's no G's on this.
Exactly. So no label.
There's no nothing.
He's talking about interest again. Okay. And he's talking about you understand why. So it'd be TI. Interest in so it's like a motive of interest. Why do people want this? But both of those types are interest based.
And they tell you that I paid $1,000 for this suit,
but the ones who know.
The ones who know. And so that's what got. But the men just go to comfort. It just when you get some nice pair of jeans for the guys out there who don't wear suits. When you get some nice pair of jeans or you get some cheap pair of jeans, you can tell me the way the pants wear that you get what you pay for.
Yes, sir.
Right. So guys need to understand that you get what you pay for. There's no shortcuts. And I know that they don't got Fendi written all over it, and I know they ain't got G's written all over it. So you feel like, what's the point when I can get a $150 suit for a $700 suit, and what's the difference? Oh, it's a difference, guys.
Yeah, that's real. So, to me, the suits are symbolic also to the evolution.
Okay, so he's getting symbolic. He's talking about being symbolic. That would be abstract.
Of the person and the mindset. When we first talked, it was, when you started off, it was a lot of alpha male strategies to fake high value.
Yes.
Then it became alpha male strategies to be actual high value.
Right.
But one of the things, I don't know how much people actually know you the way I do, which is not many of them. One of the things is also the graduation from the content that I know you're going through, I'm going through, and a lot of guys aren't going through.
Right.
You are on business, making money, building empires. That's the mindset AMS is on. That's the mindset I'm on. Unfortunately, a lot of dudes are still on, choosing signals.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Does it seem like AMS is initiating here? I wouldn't say so. Seems to be taking a responding role, but we'll keep watching. Is he gonna say some outcome stuff, or is he gonna say progression stuff?
A lot of dudes are still on the ABCs.
Right.
And so my biggest frustration, and I wonder how you feel about this, is I feel like a lot of dudes haven't graduated from it. They're still on the same old, and they're not wanting the deeper things, and all they care about is the female nature stuff, the girl stuff, but it's not really making their lives better. So I'm curious to what your thoughts about that is.
My thing,
I feel you seem to be coming from an outcome, but
with the content I make is always about what I like to do. And I hope guys like what I put out, but my life has transitioned to, I'm not about sleeping with 50 women a year. I'm not about getting married either, but I'm not 50 women a year. A nice 3-girl rotation works good for me. So if you notice, you watch my content now, it's a lot more relationship. And guys say, damn, you make a lot of relationship content. It's not that I'm in a monogamous relationship. I do non-monogamous relationships, but I want to maintain those relationships. So that's why you've seen the evolution from my previous content to now, because I'm no longer getting no satisfaction out of, I've outgrown that space. So like, as the words of Jay-Z, for the people that want the old AMS, why?
that sounds progression. Okay, so I've progressed there. I'm not the same person anymore. I've had movement, I've had a progression, evolution.
Watch my old videos. What I tell you, go back and watch the 2017, 2018 videos. I'm more about empowerment, more about maintaining relationships. If you're a guy who wants to sleep with as many women as you can, I don't kind of move past that point. And so I can't worry about making content for other people. My content has always been genuine. And so it's the point and space where I'm at in life. So that's where I'm at in life.
Yeah. Nah, that's real. And
Progression,
to me,
I've been through a progression.
I wish
and I'm
more men were there.
Sleeping 50 women in a year.
Right.
My question to you, as somebody who's coached so many men, who's been in the space for so long, why do you think so many men are still in the ABCs and not ready to graduate to the deeper things?
Well, the thing is, if you've never been through it, it's what we call soaring your wild oats, right? I've soared my wild oats, right? So is it so? Yes, right. Sold. Now what I said, soared. Sold my wild oats. That's right. I actually Googled that one time. It was sold. But sold my wild oats. And so guys want to experience that. The ones who haven't experienced it, they want to experience it. I remember when I was coming up and I used to see rappers get married or actors get married, and I used to say, damn, why would you get married? Now I know why you would get married. Everything gets old. Yeah. And you want more of a connection.
He's talking about understanding. That's T.I. Now he understands why. And then that's Effie. You want a connection.
And you want somebody you can spend quality time with and chill with. And so now I know why rappers, world famous rappers and stuff would get married, even though they can have any woman they want at any time, because at some point that's going to get old. But I don't try to, judge nobody off what area in their life. If you want to sleep around, there's no law against that. That's fine. You can do that. I've experienced that. You probably experienced that. So if you want to experience that, by all means, go. Guys, watch our content. Probably weren't successful with women. They follow our content. Now they getting choose the signals. Now they actually are able to live that
progression. First they were doing this, and now they
dream that they always envisioned. Yeah. And so now they want to be promiscuous and sleep around. But my thing is, there's no law against that. That's where you're at in life, as long as it don't impede your purpose. As long as it don't impede. And what I've seen in life, it's kind of hard to do both. Ooh! If I'm gonna tell you right now, if I went, me and you was talking business before this, and I told you the business I'm finna do, you said we're gonna talk about it. if I wanted to sleep with 100 women a year, I might as well just throw it. That can't happen.
All out the window.
That can't happen. Man. So if you're a guy and you want to be successful and build a business, you can't do it chasing tail. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You can't do it chasing tail. And so for all my guys, you wonder why you can't get there, and you still blaming the man, Donald Trump and Mitch McConnell. At the end of the day, you gotta focus on business and leave the women alone.
AMS. Man, we're about to go deep now.
Go ahead.
I cannot tell you how many times I bring that up. Mm-hmm. Because what I realize is so many dudes online are cap. Mm-hmm. They're liars.
Right.
And that's why it makes me so mad. Mm-hmm. You taught us, and also
I feel the same way how Hafiz do, man. A lot of people be cap, man. They be lying.
Of being on your purpose. Mm-hmm. As a man, be on your purpose.
Shout out Corey Wayne.
Shout out to Coach Corey Wayne as well.
Yeah.
Be on your purpose. Build, grind. That's your calling for a man. Mm-hmm. You know what I realized, AMS? Mm-hmm. Men treat purpose like a way a fat woman treats weight loss. Mm. Here's what I mean by that.
Comparison.
A lot of fat women want to be fat.
Right.
But they know that I got to lose weight to get a man.
Right.
So they lose weight to get a man. The moment they get a man, what do?
Stop working out.
They stop working out.
Right.
They stop getting in shape.
Right.
They stop dieting.
All the time.
Because deep down inside, all they really wanted was a guy. They didn't want to be healthy.
Right.
So what a lot of dudes do is they hear AMS say, get on your purpose. Mm-hmm. But they really only get on the purpose to get a woman.
Right.
So all of a sudden, they do get on the purpose to hustle and get
Correct. Right. T.I.
They might get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls.
Right.
Then all of a sudden, that purpose goes away. They stop.
Right.
And then once they stop, then all they're doing is the woman and the purpose went.
Right. So first thing about the purpose. Purpose is not, for all the guys out there who are struggling with women, purpose is not to attract women. It is a byproduct, fine. Women are a byproduct. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, purpose brings happiness. Yeah. So 2013, 2014, I'm sleeping with all these women, right? Sleeping a lot. You know, it's a numbers game. Mm-hmm. And
it's a numbers game.
A girl I really like flaked on me, right? I was like, damn, that was an issue with me. That was an issue with me. I'm like, why the fuck the women I really, truly like flake on me? That leads me to finding Corey Wayne content.
Uh-oh. Understand the why.
In the midst of him talking about...
He's going through a progression again. Okay, this is what happened. I was sleeping with a lot of women. And then I was with this one woman, and she flaked on me. And then I went online to Coach Corey Wayne.
Why she flaked, this, that, and the other. He keeps bringing up this word purpose. Purpose. Well, like, what the hell is this purpose thing? What's this purpose thing this guy speaks of? Yeah. So I looked into it. And it's something that's supposed to bring you joy, a high being of yourself. Changed my life forever. I just wanted to pay homage to Corey Wayne for introducing me to purpose. Never had heard of it before.
See, he could have easily just cut straight to it and went to the end product, but he went through a progression. And he's responding. So we're looking at the introvert here. We're looking at the ISTP or INFJ. And he seems to be more concrete. So it's looking like we're looking at the ISTP, AMS.
It's me to training. This is what led me to my security business. All because I got on my grind. I left the women alone. I
went from this to this. And I got the business and the book and everything, another progression.
Hard at it, on my purpose. And what I noticed about getting on my purpose, at that point when I was building my clientele at the gym, I didn't even have a want for women. I was only hungry to change my life and to buy some happiness away from women, something to bring me happiness away from women, because all the women is just validation. Yeah. It's your way of validating yourself for being wanted. That's what the 100 women thing is about, right? It's deep down in some insecurity.
You see AMS, he's not really referencing the book. He's not really talking about really achievements or anything. You could tell he's the TIF user.
In yourself,
and he's responding, he's progression. So we're looking at a introvert here.
You want to sleep with a bunch of women to feel better about yourself. Well, purpose cures that. It cured it for me. And so when guys understand about this purpose, that if you only getting on your purpose for women, when I got on my purpose, didn't need women. That's what I felt. I felt like I didn't even need women. I just wanted to train and study how to become a better trainer day and night and how to improve my clientele and get results from my clients and stuff. That's all I cared about. The women was a distant memory. And I actually felt like they was impeding me sometimes. Yeah. And so that's what guys need to understand about purpose is that once you find fulfillment from your purpose, the need for female validation goes away.
Wow. I'm always quoting The Way of the Superior Man, and he talks about purpose. And I mentioned it to you the first time we talked.
He just referenced a book. You see that?
Because I don't...
AMS didn't really reference the books like that.
I come from a religious background. My dad's Muslim, my mom was Christian, I'm Christian. Now I come from a very religious background. So my views are a lot different than everybody else's views.
Looking like an intj. Fee's looking like an intj.
One of the things I have noticed is that as a man who's trying to build empires, your time is limited. And you're not working 40 hours a week.
Right.
You're working 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 hours a week.
Yes.
I'm always confused to the men. Let's say AMS is on the top of the mountain. Let's say the men who are halfway there who want to get to where AMS is at. I'm like, how are you going to put in this many hours?
How are you, SE?
You try to run through 100 girls a month. How are you gonna put this much hours and be on your purpose when you got 17 Jessicas on your phone?
Right.
And so the conversation I always saw was kind of contradictory because I'm like, yo, if all your time and energy is built into managing all these personalities, that's why I hate the idea of juggling plates.
Yes.
I'm like, how can you juggle all these plates when you're supposed to be on your purpose?
Right.
And so to me,
like Hafiz is about an outcome. Look like Hafiz is an ENTJ. That's just a preliminary on Hafiz. I have to look at him real serious, but it looks like he's an ENTJ.
In my family, my dad's side, in Islam, you get multiple women if you can handle one.
Yes.
So in Islam, the way it works is that if you are a man and you're on your purpose, you're successful, you get a wife. After your success, then if
now look out, he hasn't interrupted Hafiz one time.
Your wife is happy, your kids happy, everything is good.
Right.
You're building empires. Let's throw a second one.
Right.
Let's throw a third one. And know what happened?
Right.
Recently in Islam, they amended where you can only have up to 4.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because in their opinion, at 5 now it's headaches, now it's arguments, now it's issues taken away from your purpose.
Right.
So when I see these 23, 25-year-old guys telling me to running through all these women, I'm like, how in the world are you on your purpose?
They're not on their purpose. And that's the thing. You're working a job. You're not on your purpose.
Sheesh.
Because you think, see, this is the thing. When it's your purpose, and it's genuine purpose, and it's doing what it's supposed to do, no woman can take away from it. No nothing can take away from it. So you don't, that side of you decreases. And you fixated on whatever this is, or passion, or whatever this is. That's like, try to take a gamer, a true gamer, away from his game and see what happens with you. You might lose on. I'm serious. Now, the point being is when you own something, so what you doing is
T.I., there you go. But you hear that T.I. use bust that. The point being,
you claim you're on your purpose. No, that's a 9 to 5. That's not your purpose. Your purpose is something you're fixated on 12 hours a day, and nothing else lives or breathes inside that purpose.
He's pretty matter of fact and he's concrete, man. INFJs are abstract and they're affiliative. So affiliative is all about doing the right thing. They like when roles are assigned. AMS is concrete and pragmatic. He's talking about how to be effective here. Pragmatic people tend to be rebellious as well. And contrarians. So, yeah, he's an ISTP.
So now, eventually, at some point, you might get your purpose to a point to where you don't, like, I don't have to grind as like I did when I first started. I just don't, writing books and doing all this now, doing the video every day and training clients in the morning and stuff like that. So now I put myself in a position to where I don't have to work that hard. Now I'm on auto cruise, but it takes you to a point to get there. You have to work like your ass off to get that point. If you're somebody building a business, you're working 100 hours a week.
So he's talking about being
5 years from now, I can guarantee
pragmatic.
you won't be working 100 hours a week because you've probably been got it to a point where now you can work 40 or whatever, right? But for that 5-year period, you got to bust your ass. Yeah. And so when I see that from guys, what they just told me is that's not your purpose.
That's not your purpose.
And that's exactly what I think the conversation is missing.
All right, so AMS is ISTP. What we noticed on early was that AMS is TI-Effie user. He has his own internal logical framework. He talks about understanding, asking a deeper question, why, trying to dig in deeper. He doesn't reference sources as much as somebody like Hafiz. Just look at the comparison. You got a TFI user versus a TIFE user. And he actually cares about helping people. Like they said early on, he's all about helping people. That's more of an FE thing, and trying to get people, just trying to help people in general. That's more of an FE thing. They could be, FE users can come off very people pleasing. Obviously, AMS is motive/interest. He always knows what he gets out of a situation. That's pretty much. He's not systematic. He's an SENI user. That means like he knows his own future. That'd be on the NIRAM, and SE would be like knowing what other people are doing, trying to get people experience that, whatnot. He's direct, which means he's specific, concise, and to the point. I want you guys to start really critically thinking. Does someone sound direct or do they sound informative? Like really think about that, because people seem to really struggle with that. Is this person specific, concise, and to the point, or is he giving me a lot of extra information? That's what you really need to think about. And he's responding. He's introverted. He didn't really interrupt him at all. He didn't change the topic. He's just sitting there. Hafiz is just going and going and going. And he's concrete. That means he talks about the what is. You really didn't see any abstractions from AMS at all. Hafiz was getting abstract. And he's progression. He talks about how things move. He didn't talk about like ideal goals or whatnot. I guess when he found Corey Wayne, that kind of put him on his road to his purpose. But yeah, so AMS is an ISTP, and personality database had him as an ESTJ. That is wrong. We got him as an ISTP. Well, somebody voted ISTP 2 votes. And this is the chart here for ISTP. And you know what? I'm not even going to play the clip. But if you guys want to see the clip, it's on our old Mongolian Mindset group. Christian uploaded it. You can see it if you want to. But this is Mongolian Mindset, and we're out.